What you see here is an Old Jacksonville. 4 blades, 50 inches, give or take, white and brass finish. In terms of a model name for this fan, I am at a bit of a loss. Couldn't exactly tell you what it is. This is a rather unique specimen of the Old Jacksonville lineup. More commonly, I see this model with 5 blades and sometimes a close mount system under the American Pride label. Old Jacksonville changed their name quite a number of times throughout their run. Other names included North Coast and Old Town Fan Collection or something like that. This one, however, is labeled as Old Jacksonville, which tells me this is one of the older fans of this model type. The motor housing and switch housing are made of plastic. From a distance, this just looks like a generic builder fan, though it does have a stack motor in it. Also has this somewhat gaudy stained glass light kit on it. That is missing a chain. I believe a chain is supposed to stick out of this centerpiece here, but it broke off, so that means when I run the fan I'll have to leave the light on, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I could have replaced the chain, but taking apart that light kit was more trouble than it was worth. It is quite rare that an Old Jacksonville of any kind surfaces in the northeastern part of the U.S. Old Jacksonville, like many other stack motor fan companies of the early 1980s, was based out of Texas, and as such they are most commonly seen in that part of the U.S. But with that said, they do occasionally trickle into other regions. Alright, now we'll go ahead and demonstrate the fan, starting with the light. Here, I'll dim the studio light to give it some better contrast. Has 5 40-watt bulbs in there, I want to say. And as I said, since the chain is broken, the light will remain on for the entirety of the demonstration. Now we'll start the fan up on low. Low speed is nice and aesthetic, on par with low speed on a Slumber 3 Casablanca. Now we'll go up to medium. And the camera's going to be giving me a hard time on focusing. Yeah, geez, whenever I stand in that area, it just refuses to focus, just blurs out immediately. Really need to get a camera with manual focus one of these days. Medium speed is also about on par with a Slumber 3 Casablanca, maybe a little bit faster. Now we'll go up to high. And there is a little bit of a wobble, as two of the blades are pretty warped. And cool, the camera still refuses to focus. Alright, gonna freehand it again then. Not the fastest fan in the world, but still putting out great air. And there you have it. An old Jacksonville ceiling fan with a plastic motor housing and switch housing.